Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm Max and Evolved, and last time we did some big things, right? Some things we've been talking about for a while. And it all starts with these little guys right here. That's right, we finally got some missiles going. And, I think that placed us in a pretty good spot going forward. I think we pretty much, with the exception of picking up all the drops and stuff, which is, it is what it is. I think we're in a position now where we can finally start talking about endgame, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean powering this bad boy up right here. So, what is that? 100 million power this thing needs? This OET? So, today, I think we're going to start getting this thing powered. I don't know what else to do, right? We're kind of, that's just where we are today. And I've got 268 Mark III power transmitters right now. I think I need to get a little bit more. So to do that and to also kind of finish off what we need, I'm going to grab all of these eyes. 480 massive faceted eyes. I hope that's enough. I think it should be enough. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't think we're going to need more than, if we're talking with an exceptional lens and roughly 3 sets of lasers, whatever 3 times 38 is, a little over 100. So we should be okay. So that's what we're going to start doing. We're getting attacked right now. Not to worry though, because our missiles and our lasers will take care of that. So I guess let's start figuring this out. No matter how many lasers we need to successfully transmit the power from the turbines, we're going to need the same amount of lasers to reflect it back towards the OET there. So getting this situated properly is going to be a task for sure. But I think we have, this was what was this, like 11 by 11, something like that? Orbital energy transmitter is 9 by 9 by 13. Okay, so I think we have all 9 faces and all 13 high, right? So I think we can hit, these faces that technically look like they're not going anywhere, but they're still part of the model. I think we can hit all those with lasers too. So I think first things first, let's just throw the first set down. And I'm debating on doing something either in the middle, something kind of like this, or something like this. So like 3 across, which would get the top and the bottom, or 3 up and down, which would get them in the middle of these two. And, oh man. So for simplicity's sake, I think I'm going to go with the vertical orientation. So something like this. Because I believe that gives me like a bigger... It's easier to use this vertical face because we have more real estate, right? We have 13 high as opposed to only 9 wide. So if we're going, 3 wide, then that means we're taking 3 faces this way. And if we're going vertical, then we can use the vertical faces. So there we go. All right, so we do something like that, right? I think that's okay because we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty. Okay, yeah, this will actually work out brilliantly, right? So I'm just gonna throw these down. Let me do something like this, right? I don't want them to hit until I'm ready for them to hit. So is this a face? Yeah, this is not a face. So I'm gonna do something like this real quick. I'm just gonna make a quick little wall just to block the lasers so I can get everything lined up, but not actually charging the OET until I'm ready for it, right? So this will allow me to, make sure everything's lined up, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Let's just come all the way out, right? It's what, this one right here? Yes. So that, that should work, yeah? And then I'll just throw like a truss in the middle because I don't really need glass, right? And we'll just like boom, boom, boom. Yeah? Perfect. Okay, and then for the next one, right, we just come in ever so slightly, right? That's the next set. And you guys, this is, I mean, not only is this like pretty easy to build, but it's like very, I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool too, because you're just going to have like this crisscrossing laser effect. Oh, man. Oh, it's exciting. It's so exciting. Okay, so let me get this kind of figured out. Yeah, something like that. Let me go. I don't need to go super high, which is kind of nice, because I'm only ever going 6 high. So, of course, I'm just going to build at the same height anyway. Why not, right? So, I'm going to do this real quick. I think for these middle ones, these ones right here, I think I'm going to just have them... Let's see, where will one be? So, there'll be one there, one here. Yeah, this one can easily bank in. This set will just go straight in. And then this set will bank that way. Okay. I think I got this. I think it's pretty self-sufficient or self-explanatory. And again, this is for sure going to test our power grid. There's no way around that. And by power grid, I mean our fuel production. Are you right? Yeah, you seem right. What's nice about having all this stuff out too is that, you know, I can just middle click wherever I want to grab the stuff from, and it works out. So if I throw on an exceptional organic lens, right, that's 1120. And if I do some quick math, so we have 1120 times 3, and that gives us 3360, right? So times 2 is, carry the 1, 6720. Okay, so every set of 2 turbines, or every, I guess, set of 4 turbines, so every like line of laser energy transmitters is going to give us 6720. And we're making, when they're full RPM, I think we're making 1820, something like that. And if I multiply that times 2, that gives me 3640. So technically, we're leaving like 100 power per second on the table per set of turbine. But I don't think that's that big of a deal because, you know, this is already a ton of power. And if it's really so bad that we're not able to do more, then we need to like do more than just, you know, add more lasers on there. If this can't charge things fast enough, then that means we're going to need more turbines. So I think this is okay. I mean, the math works out pretty closely. I don't know. I know there's more crystals you can get deeper, like the Sugarlight crystals, but I don't know. Well, I also know you can get like polished chrome lenses and that kind of stuff, which is like insane. But I don't think we can get better lenses than this at this point of the game anyway. So we'll just outfit all this stuff. It's like a massive amount of power too. I wonder how, you know, I don't know. I'm starting to second guess our power, our fuel production, just because it seems like it's going to be intense. Okay, so I'm going to build the same structure on the other side. And then I'll bring you guys back when I'm going to do this middle one. And then we're going to tear down the walls and we'll just kind of see what happens. And just real quick, as I'm still building this, I want you guys to see, you know, like what damage is being done here. Like the missiles are just flying out of nowhere. They're flying from a lot of the different launchers. Like you can see that one's launching, I think they're launching from over there. So it's nice to know that pretty much every corner has 3 sets of missile launchers, like 3 missile launcher towers that can affect it. And it's not even close. They're not even getting close to us. So pretty happy with that. Almost done here. Going to throw the lenses in and then I'll show you guys where we're at. All right, everybody. I've got this pretty much ready to go. I just need to tear down these walls and put the lasers right here and the OET will start charging. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build. I'm going to just throw this down and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to throw it down, throw the lenses on, tear down the walls real quick, and just, we're going to hope for the best. So wish me luck. Oh, rip to our fuel supply. And rip to our missile supply. Gotta be careful here. I don't want to tear down too much. Well, on the bright side, it looks like our assumptions were correct. It seems like everything is hitting on all the proper faces. How fast is this getting? Charge rate 21, roughly 21,000 per second. I wonder, I mean, if this thing charges fast enough, we might be able to nuke a corner in this episode. I don't, you know, I mean, I guess I could always just like make it happen. There we go. So now it's getting the full, assuming these turbines are up to speed, which, I mean, they're getting there. They're slowly spooling up all the way, and as the RPMs go higher, the power output goes up. So right now we're at 35,000 and rising, 36. But it looks like it's going to be, you know, 42 minutes. But it's going down, so that's pretty good. We already charged 2%. It's still a ton of power, though, guys. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4, so 36. So if we do our 6720 times 9, right? So 8, carry the 1, 4, what is that? I think we're doing roughly 60,480 power per second. So once the turbines are at full RPM and full, yeah, so right here, 1822.67. I think that's as fast as they go, right? So, and what's nice is they'll all, because they're all producing about 100 or like a little bit of power over what they're transmitting, they'll all fill up their little internal fuel buffers eventually. So that means that should our fuel supply, which, I mean, it's working. Should our fuel supply run out, they'll at least have a little bit of power. God, that is crazy. But as you can see, there's missiles flying. I think we're going to start getting attacked from everywhere. Let's go like investigate one of the corners here. I don't quite know how it triggers. All right, so nothing over here yet. I wonder if because we're in the middle of an attack, it's like it's not attacking from all the corners yet. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys do know, let me know down in the comments about like why it doesn't seem like we're getting attacked from everywhere. Not that I'm complaining, because if we don't get attacked, then that just means that everything's gonna be just a lot easier. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're just getting attacked from one side right now, which is A-okay with me. And if you look at the upper part of the screen right above my health, you'll see like an OET charge bar, and we're already almost at 10%. And considering it was like 40 minutes and now it's only 25, that's pretty crazy to me. We've already got, what is that? 10 million power. So we're over 10%. Crazy. All right, so you can see we're getting plenty of empties back. Another thing to keep track of is how is our power doing here? Because this is something, because this is going to be constantly transmitting fuel, we want to make sure we've got power in the system. It's already kind of looking like maybe we don't. So let's go down real quick and see if we can't. Where is this power coming from? This power is coming from down here. So let me go down. Are you a way down? Yeah, let's see where that's coming from. Okay, so you're coming off this. You have plenty. So let's throw... I'm just going to throw the big lasers on it. You know what I mean? We'll really beef this thing up. Because the last thing I want is for that to run out. You know? So you get a big lens. And... Which might be more than enough. You know, that might actually be too much. But I guess we'll see. For these ones, though, I'm going to use the huge or the organic lenses. Just because I don't think we need the really big lenses. All right, so again, yeah, see, like the power is getting a little bit low. This looks pretty good here, but I wonder why... Well, you know what? It's the water analogy, right? We need to make sure that the very end of the system, once that's full, everything will back up. So as long as we are able to keep the power flowing faster than the end of the system can use it, then we'll be okay. But you can already kind of tell, right? We're that battery's full, and the end of the line I think is right here, and that battery's full. So this should back up eventually, because we have enough power going to it. In fact, I don't even know if putting the exceptional organic lenses was necessary. If we're only, well, I guess I guess that will make sure that this always has a surplus of power right here. But the input to the output is about half. So we're taking out half as much as we're putting in. So that's where the bottleneck is right here. We can only transmit as fast as this one gets power, but that's pretty full, and it's still running all the time. That's full. Are we filling up over here? That's full. Okay, yeah, so you can already tell the power's starting to back up, which is exactly what we want to see. So that pretty much shored up that system. Now let's look at the actual fuel production itself and see if we have anything going on here. It looks like this system is keeping up. We've got missiles that are waiting to get loaded, which means we're producing them faster than we're shooting them off, which is a really good sign. What do we got over here still? Still tons of iron that's just doing nothing. Do we have room in here? Man, I might have to make more of these to build a bigger and bigger buffer just so we can get through this iron deposit. That's something we'll do at a later time, though. Yeah, these are definitely going practically full charge. I wonder why this one's going more than that one. What is this one powering? Oh, the matter mover network for the missiles. That looks like it's okay. Those have the organic lenses, so that'll be okay. All right, that's looking nice. Tons of empties coming back, which means we have plenty of fuel. Looks like this is producing as fast as it can. I don't know what the speed of this is. But if we needed to, again, we could add more vats on top to make it produce faster. So that's always something we can do. Oh, man, look at that. We are already 26%, and this episode has not been going for that long. And you could just, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's just missiles flying. Love it. Oh, man. And we've already got the orbital strike controller. So whenever that time comes, in fact, I think I'm going to put it down right there. So whenever we have a full OET, we can go nuke something. But kind of to segue a little bit here, once we start getting this done, we're pretty much done with the main game, so to speak. I know we have the main end game, I think, is to build the GPS tool, the orbital railgun, automatically digistruct a 1 kilometer track. This is crazy. 729 needed in total, right? Ultimate upgrade modules, blah, 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 right? So there's a couple things we have to do well before that, right? We want to get into the frozen factory. And in order to start getting the tech for that, we need to go deeper. We need to go deep, and we need to start getting unknown stuff to scan again. Because there's a couple, there's like, I think it's like chromium and molybdenum or something. I believe that's how you pronounce it. There's new ores that kind of come with the frozen factory that we need to encounter so that we can scan it, so that we can get the research going to actually get all the frozen factory stuff. And in addition to that, a large part of frozen factory, in fact, the whole main game in the frozen factory, is you're fighting cryoplasm. I think something like that, right? So the whole goal is you build a big magma bore, and it gets you magma, and you fight all the cryoplasm using a bunch of different tools until you get to the cryoplasm spawners, and then you run pipes and basically throw magma on the cryoplasm spawners. And if that doesn't make sense to you, then stick around, because we'll be figuring out how to tackle all of that. But a large component of that whole process is it all takes place here in the cold caverns, right? And something like that we essentially need to do for this whole thing is clear out a huge space, because we need a huge area a huge flat area cleared out that we're going to have to work out of, because we're going to end up putting down like a secondary CPH, so to speak, down here, and that will be where we work out of. So I think what I'm going to do, rather than kind of dig this all out by hand, I'm going to use the auto excavator like Mark II mod from Flexible Games. It lets you auto excavate much better. Auto excavator, yeah. So the auto excavator normally just digs a 3x3 straight up. Well, the auto excavator Mark II mod allows you to kind of set the height and the width of where you want to dig. So, that's all stuff we're going to need to get going. I don't think I'm going to do it this episode. What I might do, though, while we are waiting for the OET to charge, I think I'm going to go and just kind of dig down and just try to get some of these new ores. But before I do that, now why is this slowing down? I hope we're not running out of fuel. Okay, so this is kind of what I was afraid of. We're not getting fuel faster than we are using fuel, because you can see some of these generators, these turbines aren't running. Okay, so immediately that signifies to me that we need to get our reactor vats up higher. So let's do that real quick, so to speak. So first thing I need to do is take these solar panels off, and then hopefully it recognizes them. Right, so I want to see this on recognizing 4. Okay, perfect. And then we'll build this back. I don't know how much faster that'll help. Like, I don't know if that'll be enough. But the beauty is we can kind of just go however many high we want, right? So, okay, let's see. Make sure you're good. Are you 4? You are 4. So it looks like it's faster. And it even looks like we're net gaining power. In fact, this is going so fast, I'm tempted to just put on another one and just make it 5 tall. Because the components aren't super expensive. In fact, I'm going to just do that. All right, there we go. They are 5 tall. Hopefully they get recognized. 5 vats and 5 vats. Perfect. And it looks like each vat contributes like 2% to the build every period, right? Every whatever the timing is. Because now it's going, I would say this is every couple seconds. Like between 1 and 2 seconds. Maybe 3, who knows? But definitely a huge increase. And are we keeping up over here? So it looks like we're keeping up with the fuel, or at least the liquid resin, refined liquid resin production. This is going well. Adding those things up there have kind of allowed, there's like a fun little balance between harvesting, which, as you can see, the lines are all completely full. The boxes are completely full. In fact, I might, in order to kind of just like keep this running, right? I think I'm just going to do stuff like that, right? Just like give it more space to expand, Did I pick up liquid resin? Because I don't want it. Yep. Okay. And then I'll do the same thing here and here. Throw the liquid resin there. And just like that, we've like incredibly increased our, we just added 1,000 slots. So these can work. And the name of the game is keeping our production ahead of the requirement, or of the need. And how's our power looking still? Are we good? Yeah, full there, full back there. All right, so that is perfect. And let's go back and take a look and see what our turbines are doing. We're back up to 46,000. What should we be at? What did I say? 60,000? Okay, so we're not quite at full, but it looks like everything's at least spinning. We don't have any, with the exception of this one. And some of these ones. Okay, so the fuel isn't quite making it all the way down because it's getting gobbled up by these first ones on the line, which is fine. If we really wanted to remedy that, we would do something where we split the fuel here and have one half feed this way towards the middle and one half come down here and feed, you know, this way, feed back towards the middle that way, and that would kind of give us a proper overflow. But, you know, 46,000 isn't bad. You know what? I might do something crazy and just throw like 2 more on here, because I want this fuel just like constantly outputting pretty much. And having it go every 2 seconds or 1 second isn't quite enough. We've got the empties, right? We've got like more than enough empties, it seems like. All right, I'm going to go drastic and just add on like however many vats that I can afford. So maybe I got ridiculous. I don't know. But I went 10 high. I just figured, why not? And I threw some Mark II organic solar panels on top. So hopefully that is enough to produce faster. You can see we've got 10 vats, and our fuel is coming out much, much faster. And to be perfectly honest, I don't even know if that's fast enough. One thing I've also been contemplating is, I know, you know, this is our missile fueler, but what if I took a priority splitter and added more vats here to make a third fuel export, and then, you know, priority split so that the missiles have priority, but once the missiles are full, it goes and feeds into this line. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna get crazy with it. I think I have enough to build more vats too. I can build, you know, at least that's what, 2 high. I could build at least make that 5 high. That should be all the supplement we need, because if we look here, we're almost getting, you know, constant output. Almost. So I think that could help. I think I might, and by I might, I think I'm 100% going to do that. So I'll do that real quick, and then I'll bring you back when we're going to figure out how to distribute it. All right, there we go. 5 high, and I threw another Mark II organic solar panel on there. So from here, I'm just going to give us a little bit more space. I'll throw all this fuel back in where we need to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw that down and fill it up with all the fuel that I have. It looks like I got some on me too. So from here, do I have that on a hotbar? Nope. Priority splitter. Okay. So remember, right is priority, left is everything else. So if we do this, right, we can go boom, 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 right? And then we can do something like this. I could even do something kind of weird, like if we follow this over, right? I can do something like that, and we'll just have this kind of come over and connect up that way. And then I could do something like that, right? Where I go this way, and then I get a downslope, and just kind of do that. Why is this not running? Missing refined liquid resin? How are we out of refined liquid resin? There's tons of refined liquid resin. It goes in there. Why is that not running? Why are you stopping all of a sudden? Okay, that was weird. That was really strange. But look at that. Look at how fast, with this little addition right here, with what little it has in this line, look at how fast it's outputting now. Excellent. And in fact, it's even backing up just a little bit. So I think that is pretty much where we need to be with this. Like, this should be good. Is our power situation over here still good? Do you have a full battery? You are practically empty. Okay. But are you empty? You are. I wonder why. Was something not getting fuel? How is our fuel situation down below? I hope we didn't mess this up with like all the different priority splitters. Okay, you still have fuel. I wonder if there was just like a temporary backup in the fuel. Transportation. Let's give it a little bit of time and we'll kind of see what happens. Do I have a... You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop off this fuel. And I'm going to drop off this fuel. Just because I don't need it. And I'm going to drop off this fuel. I wonder if I should just put like a hopper right here. You know, just like a little 500. And just have... That's just like an extra buffer, right? All right, guys, we're almost there. And I just want you to kind of see how much faster we're getting the fuel coming in. So, you know, a couple seconds until we have the charge. And let's see what our rate is here. Yeah, so we're getting... I predicted we'd have 60,480 power per second. And you can see we're at 60,479.96. So this is the maximum power rate that we can go. And we are, you know, 98.7, 98.8% there. So let's... I don't know if I have a preference for which corner I want nuked first. I kind of want to get rid of this corner just because I don't like this mountain and I want to kind of forget about it. So we'll kind of come over here. I don't want to get too close. We'll stand on this pile of resin, right? And the OET is ready for the strike controller. So I'm going to boom, right? I guess... Oh, I think what you have to do, I think you literally throw it down and then it, like you lose it. Okay, so let's see. So, can I even see that? I probably need to get a little bit closer. I want to make sure that I get this thing, right? So I'm going to throw it literally right there. Placing quadrant 3, press E to confirm strike location. Oh, here we go, here we go. I don't know if the OET has to travel over or if it just will kind of do it. I've never actually done this by playing this game myself. So this is literally the first time I've ever experienced this for myself. Don't mind me, I'm definitely going to be taking screenshots of this. So if you guys hear that, just ignore it. Oh, here we go. Oh, man. Look, I'm like a tourist. Dude, that is so crazy. Quadrant 3 has been cleared, though. Oh, man. That is massive. I wish that thing would kind of move over and do it. I think it's supposed to, but, you know, this is definitely an older game, so. I think you get all kinds of good loot, too, like brains and such. Oh, man, that is crazy. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with how fast we charged up. So let's go check our spoils, huh? Like, what do we got? What are you guys? Just pristine stuff. We'll grab some organic rock because there's plenty of it. All that. I mean, there's tons of organic rock. I don't know if you need organic rock much in the late game. If you guys know... Should I even be keeping this organic rock? If you know, let me know down in the comments. I mean, I'll keep, obviously... Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that still kills you. Well, guys, on that note, looks like we're getting ready to charge the OET again. On that note, I'm going to call this an episode. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and being here for the culmination of 25% of this endgame. So, over the next couple episodes, I'll be nuking things occasionally. We'll be going down. We'll be digging for the frozen factory ores so we can kind of get that process started. We'll be fine tuning our base up here a little bit. I want to kind of figure out the rest of the design, and then we're going to go full steam into starting to clear the cold caverns. and make ourselves a nice little base, a nice little area where we can kind of operate. And with that is going to come, like power generation and transmission changes and, all kinds of stuff. So definitely stick around. Although we've gotten through one part of this series, there's still plenty more to come, and I would love it if you guys stick around and kind of check it out with me. So again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.